I want to give you the Mika Brzezinski mugging scandal that we alluded to earlier in the show. Now, she is out in Washington where they're filming Morning Joe, and apparently she got mugged in front of her hotel. Now, we're going to play you the clip from Morning Joe here, and they're even going to talk to the Washington mayor later in the program and chide him for her mugging. I don't know what he was supposed to do. But I'm interested in how worked up they are. Let's watch.
Yes, Joe, what happened? I want to hear about it.
Mika was waiting for the car. I'm not going to say what hotel she was staying at. And she got mugged this morning.
It's okay.
What? No, a guy walked up to her seriously right outside the hotel door, and I am furious, and we're going to give them a call. No. I'm not saying what hotel. But she is sitting outside of a hotel, and a guy comes up to her and says, "Give me your money or and nothing will happen to you."
You're kidding.
And of course, because, no, I'm not kidding, and because
Just
we always give her, just today.
Fine.
We always give her $5 in case something like that happens, and she had $6.
I had $6.
Did you try to give him an Ambien?
No, but luckily I was still on it, so I was like, here.
Seriously, it is infuriating to me
it's no
that
big
this
deal.
hotel
He
had
probably
a
needed
guest
the money.
right outside the door, and there was no security at all. She goes out there and is mugged.
Well, now I'm in trouble with my parents who can say, why weren't you inside? But thanks.
Mika,
That's good.
if you walk 5 feet outside the door and are sitting right outside by the bell stand, with it lit up, they should have security. And nobody, Pat, I'm upset. Nobody was anywhere around there.
And this is in a fairly nice district of the city.
It's a very nice district of the city, and a very nice
outrageous.
hotel.
You ought to have a doorman or something to have people walk you to the car if they got that kind of problem right there.
And he probably just needed the money. So, moving on.
Well, but the thing is, though, again, what's so bothersome is, Pat, it was right by the bell stand, 5 feet from this hotel. Had absolutely nobody there. I'm just a little bothered by that.
I mean, really, it's right out in front of a major hotel, which is in a nice area of the city, and stuff like this is going on. Is this the first time? And, of course, you're fortunate the character just rolls off with your $6. Right?
I know. I was a little nervous. It wouldn't be enough.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. No muss. I'm amused by so many parts of this story. First, can Scarborough please stop yelling? Everything is demonstrative. I mean, I know I'm one to talk, right? But I deliver stories in a calm way. So. And then he asked for $6. I'm just outraged by this. If you're 5 feet from the bell stand, what is going on with this hotel? Okay, all right, easy, dude, easy. Take it easy, man. All right. And then, look, and I give Mika credit here, total pass on her, because she didn't want the story out there. And she was kind of cute about it, in fact. And in some ways, she reminded me of our former co-host Jill Pike in that segment for some reason. Anyway, the part that really got me, and the reason why we're doing this story in the first place, man, they are so outraged that they would get mugged in a nice part of town. Wait, that is not how it's supposed to work. Okay, poor people are supposed to get mugged in the bad parts of town. This is just a couple of minutes, not even minutes, a couple of feet away from a nice hotel in a nice part of town. How could it happen to us? We lost $6. How did it happen? To good white folks like us. All right, I'm being a little unfair. Okay, I'm being a little unfair. But forget the white part. Rich. It shouldn't happen to rich folks like us. It was a nice hotel. What's the hotel supposed to do? Did they realize there was a mugging going on there? I don't know, man. They're supposed to be on the lookout for a 2-block perimeter. Like, Mika getting robbed, any of the rich folks getting robbed, what's happening? You get mugged 5 feet from a nice hotel, they're coming for you. That's why, ironically, the poor get poorer, because it's easier to rob that. You rob the middle class, nobody gives a damn. That's what happens every single day in America. So you rob somebody rich, even for $6, and the lights are going to go off. Panic time.
Imagine somebody that lives in a less well-off neighborhood. Doesn't even necessarily have to be poor, but maybe a less well-off neighborhood. Let's say a poor neighborhood. And comes and complains, because later you said they talked to the mayor of D.C. and says, you know what happened on my street corner? Somebody robbed me.
Of $6.
Where were you, Mr. Mayor? Maybe. Dude, really? I don't care about what's going on with you in that neighborhood. You said, did you just tell me where you lived?
No. I love what Jared just said. Imagine somebody from Southeast Washington. They come, they say, "Hey, I got mugged at $6." They complain to the mayor. Mayor's like, "I got mugged $6. Get out of here, man! Ain't nobody chasing that down." Now, the mayor had to go on MSNBC and answer to that. I said, "Well, we're not exactly blaming you. You know, you can't have a cop on every corner, but it was just 5 feet from a fancy hotel."